Riftbound is a brand new TCG, and Origins is the first set. Released in the West in October 2025, it's exploded in popularity. People are eager to collect, play at locals and compete, but with the demand so high and supply so low, prices are starting to look a little crazy. So, to help you decide whether you should spend $300 on a booster display of Riftbound Origins, I've crunched some crude numbers to come up with the EV as of the end of December 2025. The short answer, yes. But hey, don't go rushing onto eBay and buying a booster display, please. The long answer is, for the majority of players, it's a resounding no, and you should buy singles or trade to get the game pieces you want. And even buying singles in the current state of the market is questionable, but I digress. So just give me a couple minutes to go through the numbers, and then we'll briefly discuss my thoughts about buying boxes for value and what we should do and expect from here. MSRP in Australia is 160 USD. Apparently in the US it's 120, but it seems like it's pretty rough to get it at that price. eBay in Australia has boosted displays at about 300 USD. This is what you get in a box. On average, 40 rares, 6 epics, 2 alt arts, 1/3 of an over number, and 1/30th of a signature over number. And about 1 alt art rune, though that's not a guarantee in every box either. So we are going to figure out an EV based on a couple of assumptions. Ignore the cards less than $2, they're mostly bulk and hard to sell. Ignore the fact that sometimes you're missing rares. Apparently this evens out over the course of a box, but I don't fully understand how. So with these assumptions in mind, here are the numbers. This is how much a card is worth on average when you open one. If you open an alt art rune, it's worth about $22 on average. Alt art champs about $15, uncommons 16 cents, thanks Stack Deck, Retreat and Sprite Mother. Rares on average are worth about $1.50. The bulk of that value is contributed to by 8 cards over $5, and it's mostly Thousand Tail Watcher. Epics are worth on average $23, an overnumber's worth $103, and an overnumber signature about $772. So going back to what do you actually get in a box, if you figure out roughly how many of each rarity you're going to see, you can figure out what the rough expected value is. So if we assume that we have 1 alt art rune per box, we get on average an expected value of about $22. For alt art champs, $31. Rares $61, epics $140, uncommons $12, overnumbers $34, and overnumber signatures $25. So that's for a total of about $327 EV per booster display. So start buying boxes at scalper prices and cracking them. The numbers are pretty deceiving, since you'll only realize this EV if you crack a massive number of displays. Firstly, if you don't open enough to get an overnumber signature, the $25 contribution to the boxes will never be realized. Same as if you don't open enough to open an overnumber card. Also, the variance on epics is absolutely brutal. Only 13 out of the 42 epics are worth more than $23. This will lead to some awesome moments where you crack a Deadbloom and a Dazzling Aurora and a Kaiser Survivor in one box, but there'll also be that poor soul who cracks about $30 worth of epics in their box. Also, bear in mind that you will have a tough time getting the full market value for selling cards, not to mention the time and effort it will take to sell these cards. And be honest, are you actually going to sell them anyway? So, what should we do? The market is dictated by what people are willing to pay and the availability of the product. Honestly, it's pretty insane what the market has been happy to accept with Riftbound so far, and it's a testament to the hype and interest in the game. But it's not sustainable, not for the players. I mean, like, how long are we going to accept this? And not for Riot as a company. Riot knows they're leaving money on the table and will be adjusting printing based on the fact that we're just aching for more product. So don't feed the scalpers selling boxes for $300. The market cannot sustain this level of prices in the long term, so expect correction in the near future, especially as supply eventually meets the demand. I just hope that correction will occur because the supply is filled and not because people start losing interest in the game. Honestly, that would devastate me. In the meantime, smash some games with what you have on your kitchen table. Play a pre-con deck at Nexus Nights, or if you want to be competitive, play on TCG Arena or Tabletop Simulator. Just enjoy the game for what it is, a burgeoning game already filled with a friendly and passionate community. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.